Alright, how's everyone doing? We're gonna be using a little bit of a more lower register for this one. There we go. We're gonna be a little bit more lower energy this stream for a number of reasons. Let's take it to the cafe first. Alright. Let's... Ugh. Let's do the thing. So the game we're gonna be playing through is it's gonna be two indie titles. So if we deviate from the YouTube chat, there won't be any changes required. The one thumbnail and the description are going to be fine for both, but for people on Twitch, we are going to have to switch the topic of the stream maybe about 20 minutes into actually playing the game. These are not long games. I do remember playing them back a few years ago. I will say that the visual style and just the general theming on mental health is something that may require caution for some audience members. Now, as for why the low energy, well, first off, it fits the game a little bit more. Fits the nature of what we're doing. But, on top of that, it also is entirely a byproduct of the fact that I am tired as hell. I woke up 15 minutes before this stream started, more or less. I blame my girlfriend. I love her to death, but man. Alright. In terms of the art side of things, I just completed another page of the Kill Leon comic, which I plan to work on a little bit more as time goes on. In terms of immediate future art plans, something for our more saucy audience members will be going up on Blue Sky for free. Just a thing of note is that I don't typically paywall my stuff. I don't like doing that. So, brain do the brain thing. So yes, even my 18 plus content is on my Blue Sky for free. So do be careful when going to my Blue Sky. So I have something in the works for that. I will also for anyone who is familiar with the deep lore of my OCs, or has been sort of understanding more recent changes with OCs, because a lot of my OCs have been undergoing a little bit of a slight lore revision. Namely, a group of NPCs. Some are pretty much pillars of my art, like art side of things. I mean, hell, Erica behind us got a lore change. Not too much of a lore change, but just enough of a revision that it does take into mild account. There are some changes. There's some mild lore changes. But the next character to be getting this sort of glow up will probably be Monica. Normally she's sort of excluded in these sorts of things as she doesn't really fit any specific setting. She wasn't designed with a setting in mind, and as such, she is sort of in this weird position where I can put her anywhere, but she doesn't really quite belong anywhere. I'm sort of changing that. She's being stuck in the same setting as Erica. I think that will do a lot to sort of inform how I handle her in the future. And as with any time I do a lore revision, there's going to be some cute art of Monica coming in rather soon. Now, I talked on for a rather long time. Let's move over to the... Oh. We good? This is one of those games where I can make sure everything is good to go early. Or I could probably position things in such a way that I can still see some things. It's not a full screen game. I can't remember if this game has music, so that's why we're playing music right now. Oh, alright. Let's help them buy a bag of milk. Alright. So we gotta write down our name. And as we are writing down a name, we're just gonna name ourselves Lore. Oh wait, we do have music. There we go. I walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What game? Well, you know. There are games where you could see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? So I thought, if someone is reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blurt out too much. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again, hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. But what? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 15 steps on the pavement. 50 steps on the pavement and 51 steps in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Okay, here we go again. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute, what do you mean step 1? What then? It's already the 52nd. Or wait, I'm going backward? So it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay, step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you'll be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backwards, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I? Oh. Excuse me? What? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? He shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. He ran the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough. Something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? Oh. What? I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? Oh! My interlocutor shook and crawled away. It just repeated after him, and it worked? Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away? Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. We both stand, and the milk lies? Or maybe. Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here? Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather the bag with the milk inside, or rather a bag of milk inside of a bag, or rather a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk, or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk of a title card, or rather a bag of milk inside it. Come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. I remembered what these are called. What these games are called. Visual novels. By the way, the numbers are written there in full, with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But there, the authors were not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up or you'll get it at home again. Oh? I'm on my way. Hello? Can I get some milk, please? You have it. Ah. Give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please? No. But please, Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. No. But what? Why not? Give more. I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for the milk. Really? What would I do without you? Take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you. Goodbye. I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What's that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30 to 1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best, unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyways, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the city plain? Gently heel, toe. I count in my mind every meter of the path. Every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out. I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? What option are we thinking? The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. That's I guess a good response. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like I'm crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel clouds slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you really sure this is happening? What else could it be? We'll let them have this. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in the visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for cliché visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed. I realized I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately things will happen painlessly, I hope. You know what I'm talking about. Please capitalize it. You're ruining the narrative. Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it, but because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. It must seem crazy and weird to you. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since something happened, all I see is red. Red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? I'm serious. Of course you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. I said Why, you little? Why, you little? So you're really that interested in what happens to me? I didn't ask. I won't waste time. What do you see? I'm not sure. I can't say much. What do you see? A person? Anyway, this is my dad. You're sort of correct. Some of his parts, at least. We do have a very difficult family, but despite all the problems, I never would have thought. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyways, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then a long gap. Strange. Very strange. Today's the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however, I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or, oh my god, what will you think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I like the touch that the actual borders around the text disappear. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad, well, you know, day after day it's the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help keep me on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. There's so much. Oh. I see. That is very rude of you. Oh no. I'm not gonna pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Oh dear reader, shall we go? When I get to the floor, I hang over the railing, repeating this action every day like a ritual. I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I enjoyed the blissful silence. When I'm under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. Did you bring the milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. Hello, we have successfully bought milk. So, now that we've done so, let us go to the immediate sequel. Let's change the... Because these are technically two different games, but I like playing them back to back. It's been years since I played this. This next game is significantly longer, though. But not so long that, again, you can complete both games in quick succession. Alright. booting up the second part of this. All right. Position this like so. All right. Time for part 2 of this. The game contains flashing lights and touches on heavy topics. Take care. There's our pro tag. So us successfully getting milk is the canon ending. So that's why I went with it. There are other endings. The other endings are more or less just failing in the spiral can happen very easily. But yeah, you can see the first game has everything so abstracted, but for the most part, yeah, we're gonna start a new game. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Oh, by the way, the reason why the game has you write your name is one of the endings. It reveals to you up front, but they explicitly use the name as the name of a prescription. So yeah, it is canon that your presence in the first game is entirely like a manifestation of medication they've taken. That's like trying to help them, like, function as like try to like function in society. Um, I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I could still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that. Break into a run and dash towards the closed door, the shadows intensifying their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I waved my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realized that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death, but how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought before my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the unknown, scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again, I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start to bulge. And I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then, The claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw in my arm. Kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I tried to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need a new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk again. I say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again.
Sounds intense.
Yeah, so welcome to both games are in the series are very short but very cool. In the first game you're playing as their medication. And that game takes about like 30 minutes to complete if you're taking it slow. It's not a long game, but it does have multiple endings depending on whether or not you're working or you're not. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy. So we now have full color, or not full color, but like colored vision of the character in this. This is the first shot we get outside of the like fully animated cutscene at the beginning of this game where you just see the character, not obscured by the sort of stylistic choices of the first game in the beginning of this one. So just a sort of explanation. This character is, without the help of medication, is unable to do like basic functions in terms of like interacting with people. It is at the end of the first game, it is actually a milestone that they were able to buy a bag of milk on their own without there being an incident.
Huh.
The first game, they note that the letter O scares them, and there's people that just like, there's a person that just screams "oh" as if to like fuck with you. You could ask, "Hey, why are you afraid of the letter O?" and they go like, "Well, it's not like the letter in itself, but it's what you imagine when you hear it." And they show like with the stylistic choices, red background and just a void. like a dark circle.
Huh.
So you are able to insert your name in the first game. They're like, oh, write your name. It is not the name of the pro tag. It is the name of the medication they're on. So the second game, I can't remember if we're still taking that role, but yeah, the first game, they decided that the way that they're going to try and figure out how to like how to go and do their basic tasks and like organize their thoughts is to imagine their thoughts in the style of a visual novel. Like they expressly call attention to it repeatedly, like, hey, I'm a visual novel character to you, but you're also just a figment of my imagination. It's an interesting, like, the way the character perceives us and how we perceive the character are very, like, interesting. Yeah. Finally get to my room. I'm tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Also, another thing that you find out in the first game is that they remember their dad, like, throwing themselves out a window, and they live in like a very like high apartment. So he dropped like he dropped it from a high enough distance that like the memory of him, like, you can barely make out what is supposed to be what. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. Also, because she sees people as, like, monsters, it's like, because she sees everyone as monsters, she, like, oh, this monster that, like, grabs her and keep, like, that she's unable to fight back against, that puts one claw and injects its venom into her. It's her mom, like, putting, like, a syringe in her.
Oh.
Like, giving her some form of medication. But, you know, the character you're seeing through the eyes of isn't seeing it like that. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there's a time when the last minutes before I sleep are my favorite time of the day. I love anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away, as if somebody fished them out of my head one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I swallowed them all as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule was looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was the flat pill of the same red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half hour goes by in a similar fashion. I studied every pill from all sides, then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Yeah, so, adding to the, your character is both a figment of their imagination and a medication. You are so much of both. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Hey. The first technical option we get. Hey, long time no see. It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. There you go, bullying me again. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever,
Damn.
unlike you, I will forget that pathetic naughty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of the mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me. Trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared. 2 by 2 squared. A squared squared. A square pyramid squared. A pyramidal structure cubed. A pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. They've established they like the as a fun little reason why the games are named the way that they are. This one is called Milk Outside of a Bag of Milk. Outside a Bag of Milk. The previous game is Milk Inside of a Bag of Milk Inside of a Bag of Milk. They like sentences with repetition.
I see.
I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was so sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Also, my interpretation of the, injection scene is, this character is allergic to milk. And that was probably an EpiPen.
Oh.
That's why it's like, hey, promise you'll never drink milk again. Like, you're buying milk, but it's not for you, it's for your mother. But you apparently had some, and it's not good for you. Yeah. So is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? Yes. Somehow I find it hard to believe. And why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurt so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach up for the shelf with my medicine. I swallowed the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating traveling down my esophagus, scratching at soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill in the air and catch it with my mouth. Popeye that shit. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough talking. I wonder if there's a thing that happens if we wait. Probably not, but it gives me an excuse to drink some more tea. In my sleep-deprived state, I did have a small thought of should I make the beverage that I'm drinking for this stream be milk?
Prove how much stronger you are.
Not even for that. It's just I named the title of the stream just milk with all caps spaced out letters. What do you want to do then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Sorry, now hearing a bunch of Deltarune memes, I'm just like, if the soul wasn't shit. We're gonna respect their wishes, and we're just gonna stay silent. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand annoyed and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Good. Whatever. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyways. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyebrows to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts or else... I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. What's the thing? I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. My hair is so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? I wonder, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. I stand in the middle of my room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And you want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh, yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision, too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from underneath my sweater. Wowie! There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. Wait, fuck. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Alright. Now we actually search. We are unable to interact with things that are like this. I get close to the waste bin and look inside with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. We look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. Oh, fuck. But then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think? What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? Oh god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No? Let's continue searching then. Let's not. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf, I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know. Still, you're right, let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Are you listening to me at all? I look down, my school bag worn down and silly. is always screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. You're there, but I don't care. Is it me? Is it me you're laughing at? What? I'd never. After all, you're not my pet. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore. Got it. Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me, what's inside your bag instead? Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What did you like most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember.
Alright, I need to get ready for work. I'll see you around.
See you around. Also, hello, Clover. Haven't been paying attention to chat, there's so much to read. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and we went to our rooms. I don't know what happened then. I don't remember, and does it matter? Okay. Good. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts, and there's already a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down and pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a while and then goes silent. This one is kinda sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. My thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. Okay. Do. It's not easy to get out of here. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally. I'm definitely not worried. Not even a little. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000%. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no you don't. Then ignore me. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thundercloud. Oh, it's that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that I can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item, and I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this, you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Okay. I imagine. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful, and here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. Suddenly a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm. I think it's trying to say something. I could see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. This is my sketchbook. Half of the pages are blank, which means you'll be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't it obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one? Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of the other. Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, and the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. For my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All my legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? Stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawings is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with my headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I don't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No, calm down. No. Give ourselves a little bit of a sip. Jeez, I'm very tired. Ugh. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't you don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You make me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, and then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Just go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyways, I washed my face, I brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, the letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They're always following me, like peeping at me. And I'm kind of scared of them, and can't even argue with them. But today, well, I'm still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I started chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So, what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. And back to the style of the first game. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Triska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Triska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Triska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Triska was walking way faster than me. On the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly, went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this, someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Ah. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask someone for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, I can't hear neither the second part of his sentence nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place. Looking the customer straight in the eye, I hurried towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grabbed Tresca's hand and laid him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and his eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got scared. He said, what? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who? Me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that formed after Tresca. I squeeze towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Jessica starts giggling all of a sudden. Can't say that on Twitch, but... But, you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I threw a banknote to the cashier of a much higher value than needed. Even counting in all the stupid fees, and grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels, relieving Tresca. We spend the whole trip in silence. At some point, we ended up turning right towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. So this is actually that wording is what happens if you get the bad ending in the previous game. The the pro tag just goes like, it seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. And there we have it. One ending of many. I think if you want to see more of it, it's something you can play for yourself. There's definitely things we didn't do, even though it looked like we did. It's like, oh, we found all the fireflies, but there is actually more that we could do. Like, you can get a death. Like, there is more to be done. I purposefully made sure to leave a lot that, like, you could still see for yourself. Anyways, that has been a bag inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, and then the sequel, which is all that but replace inside with outside. And we're right on the 2-hour mark, basically evenly. Hey Twitch, you can find me on YouTube. Hey YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. I'll be working on some stuff on Blue Sky. Mostly going to be giving a Monica revision. OC Monica, not anything from any series. Then after that, I'm going to... Well, so I'll be doing that, likely. I'll probably be drawing something a little bit on the 18 plus side for my Blue Sky. If you want to support me, there's Ko-Fi. There's also, you could sub to the Twitch. If you that supports me directly. Though if you just want to support bad choices and fashion statements, there's also a throne where brain, do the brain thing, please. I will be posting the schedule for next week on Sunday. I'll figure out what I'm going to be doing. Posting it on Blue Sky Sunday, and then yeah, I'll see you guys Monday. Whatever happens, we'll be streaming again Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would say it's a short stream, but we managed to make it fit perfectly within the time block, so... I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.